Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And this one we're going to be reacting to Battlestar Galactica Season 3 Episode 8 called Hero. Recap?
Quite a lot happened in the last one. Apollo and Athena went on the base star with a boarding party to obviously find all the Cylons dead. They did recover the beacon and also some survivors. And it was quite weird because they were all kind of scattered and they all came together to kind of pray, or kind of they knew they were dying, so they were kind of like praying. But they brought them on board the Galactica, and Apollo was like, we can actually use this against the Cylons and wipe them out completely. We'll just jump where we think we know they're going to be, infect the resurrection ship, and then they'll just keep the virus will keep multiplying. Hilo in the end kills them by, I think, turning off the oxygen in their cell, which ends up just killing them. So they couldn't use that. But it was an interesting conversation between Adama and Roslin as to whether they should actually go ahead and do it. And they were like, well, we'll be committing genocide essentially.
Do you know, meanwhile, I was thinking, would you though? I can't believe I didn't think about this before. You'd only be doing it to that specific fleet. There's not one resurrection ship for like every single Cylon. No,
but then if they were to, for example, jump somewhere else,
but there'll be a point in time where they're smart enough to go, okay, don't go near another Cylon. Otherwise, do you know what I mean? Otherwise, we'll kill them as well. I don't know why I didn't think.
But they didn't think of it like that. They thought that, it'll just kill and wipe them out completely. I don't know if it's committing genocide if you made them, then are you? I think that's the question behind it.
I mean, it is, because it's a species, it's a specific species, regardless of whether you made them or not. It's a species, and yeah, I think it would be genocide to attempt to make them extinct, essentially.
Yeah.
But even Adama says it, like, you lose a piece of your soul doing something like this.
Yeah.
But Hilo takes charge and he kind of messes with the climate control. The climate control. Is it climate control? No, he basically takes the oxygen out of the room, right?
Yeah, it just kills him. Yeah. Meanwhile, Gaius is being tortured. And interestingly enough, his mind fights back because he sees Head 6 and she's like, you just gotta pretend
your body's there, but keep your mind here.
Tortured. Yeah,
your body's there, keep your mind here, and he ends up inadvertently seducing Deanna.
She kind of looks at him with a bit of pity, almost, as well as some sort of weird. I don't know. He's had some sort of impact on her, which is quite strange. But he did manage to survive that. So I don't know what they're going to do with him now.
Yeah.
But essentially it was, why didn't he tell them about the beacon?
Yeah.
And
if he knows where so they basically thought he knew where the beacon, or who specifically sent the beacon, but obviously they couldn't get much information out of him. So let's see what happens in this episode, Season 3, Episode 8, Hero. Let's check it out.
Is there really
the hell?
Thomas Command before Galactica?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
I'm guessing we're gonna get a backstory.
45th anniversary in the Colonial Fleet.
Wow.
I think I want to have a ceremony. Let's give the Admiral a medal for 45 years of devoted service.
Deserved.
Pursuit. Yes, sir. We've got 2 raiders chasing a 3rd.
I'm assuming that's what the guy in the beginning is in.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Got any idea why Cylons would be chasing Cylons?
Don't know, don't care.
Wow, great shooting.
Bulldog. Get the hell out of here. I'm wounded.
Bulldog?
Can't take the fucking shot!
Adama?
What are the Vipers? Hold their fire. Immediately.
Yeah, well done.
That's a really cool shot, actually.
We need to take out its tracking thing. It must have, right?
Oh, damn.
Does he know him?
Yeah, he must do.
really useful.
Maybe you let him have a shower before you hug him.
It's me.
Who the hell is this?
Welcome home, Bulldog.
Who is Bulldog?
I'm assuming you appreciate the consequences if you're discovered. This conversation did not happen.
What is this about?
On one condition. I need my men. Especially for the stealth ship. There's only one pilot I trust.
Bulldog?
DNA signature against your military records, and it's conclusive.
You're not a
Not
Cylon.
Cylon.
I knew he was going to say that.
Disappeared about 3 years ago. We think he was captured.
I'd
Right.
like to meet him.
Okay.
Of course. I'll arrange it.
Disappeared to where? Is what we'd like to
Yeah.
know.
And what were you doing?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get out?
They must have done some messed up stuff to him.
You mean a virus?
I heard them say it was spreading, getting worse.
So it did spread to other ships.
I waited.
Oh, well. You're looking good.
Oh wow, she looks all sorts of messed up.
I don't know why you guys do all that exercise. What are you trying to stave off getting old?
Why keep a prisoner for 3 years? Doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. Oh, damn.
Damn. Someone got knocked out.
Did he kill her? That was mad.
Torans were drilling for Tillium ore on a moon that was too close to the Cylon armistice line. We knew that they had to get out of there or risk provoking the Cylons.
So you scared them off? Or...
But how did this result in his ship being shot down?
He was my recon pilot. Torans must have seen us coming because they ambushed him.
So what did you do?
I made a bad call,
Which is?
They left it there?
so I left.
Yeah, he left him.
thought he was dead, yeah.
there.
Did eject, obviously, and somehow survived in his ejection seat long enough for the Cylons to find him.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna tell me what really happened?
Okay, what are we missing?
It's my mess. I'll fix it.
I want to know what the mess is.
But fix what? He's alive. Like, is that not a good thing?
Something bad must have happened. How the
Okay.
hell did she get on?
That's bold, isn't it? There's someone from the surface must be on this. Like, but yeah,
Oh,
there you
well
go.
done, well done, well done. End of line. How appropriate.
Fire.
What?
Eh,
Okay.
she's having dreams about death.
Gaius and Six.
What is going? This is just like a. This is just. Oh, mate, honestly, this guy. This. I don't know. He's a hero. Is he? What is he? He's
He's a player.
Bulldog's alive? Yeah.
Do you think Sol knows?
This is gonna be a little complicated for you, isn't it, Admiral?
Please tell us.
Tell him what you did. I did what I had to do.
So tell him.
Do you think
What?
Adama
Yeah.
gave him up?
That's what I'm thinking. God, soul. Get an eye patch, man.
He can't be doing this, man. He needs to speak to someone.
Danny Novacek. I heard you'd made it. Good for you, Bulldog.
I'm kind of glad Sol got a little bit of a connection there.
Yeah, but then is he gonna tell him what Adama did?
I mean, forget him. I'd like to know.
How you wound up getting captured in the first place. I guess you found that out the hard way yourself, didn't you?
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah,
He gave him up.
yeah.
That son of a bitch.
Don't cut away to a different scene. Tell us.
I shot him down.
Oh,
Oh.
you shot him down. What?
It was a Black Ops mission. His sole purpose was to ascertain the likelihood of a Cylon strike.
Silent strike.
So they knew a year before that it could actually happen.
So you're saying that we knew they were out there?
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that no one had seen or heard from the Cylons in over 40 years.
Well, you thought wrong.
The Admiralty had grown restless with the Adar administration. My mission was to escort a stealth recon ship just beyond the armistice line. Stick our nose over, gather evidence.
It's like they poked them.
Yeah.
And if the Cylons discovered you across the line, breaching the armistice, then they would see that as
an act of war.
Act of war. Yeah.
But that's why Six went to that meeting room, right, in the beginning, and then
Register you on Dratus just past the armistice.
Could be, yeah.
Unknown vessel just jumped in.
oh, okay, so something did shoot at him.
Don't do this. Think about it. You don't want to do this.
Oh my god, Soul even told him not to do it.
Launch ship-to-ship missile. Now.
Shit. So he got shot by someone else, and then Adama finished it. So he obviously Adama thought he was dead.
Sometimes surviving can be its own death sentence.
Poetic.
All those years I told myself that I didn't know what they were. I was just lying to myself.
Yeah. My god, if that is the reason that they attacked Caprica because they stuck their nose out,
That's what I
essentially
mean.
saying it's an act of war, and it all started because of politics, because they were tired of the Adar administration, that's messed up.
Yeah.
You started what? Started what?
The attacks on the colonies.
Nah, you didn't.
Yeah.
The guys who are tired of the Adar administration did.
That was the military. You were one mission. You were one man. One man.
He kind of has a point, but I also see Adama's...
It doesn't really cover it up, though, does it?
Yeah, and it won't appease his guilt either.
Hmm.
Oh, Apollo looks a little bit broken as well. Like his hero. Like that
Yes.
image is shattered a little bit, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at where it's got you. Everyone's...
I think God's trying to tell me something. It's about guys, isn't it? No. It's about something much bigger than that.
I've already forgotten what her dream was.
She was on Galactica and she got shot.
You'll delete the order from your logs, then overwrite the corresponding memory locations.
What is she getting that thing to do? What is going on?
This is... Where is that? Because that's
These
where
are
the
loads of
cradle
places.
was.
These are all loads of places in one.
No, this is where the baby was.
Yeah, what about all those other places?
And who are those people in the background?
It's like she's doing this to see more of what's happened or happening
Yeah.
or going to happen.
They're not shooting at it. They're shooting around it.
Why the hell do they keep missing?
See, this is where we go back to the question: why, in 3 years, why has they've just left him there? They would have done something to him.
Yeah.
Do you think he's been conditioned?
Could be.
It's not the word I was looking for. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, he looks angry.
The Cylons could have wasted him any number of times, and they didn't. They didn't. They let him escape.
Time to go question him.
Yeah.
Novacek was held prisoner on a base ship for 3 years, escapes, and then conveniently finds our fleet.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Hey, Dan.
Careful, Adama. There we go. Oh, ooh.
Damn, this guy's strong as well.
Someone get in here.
This guy's strong.
I didn't make my move when I saw they left that door wide open for me. I'd be as good as dead right now.
They
So
let
he did
you
escape.
Yeah.
Did they leave the door standing open? Did they let you escape?
Oh, that's also true.
I know the truth.
He didn't see it.
Yeah.
Oh
damn.
my god.
Go on, Saul.
Go on.
Oh, shit. Oh, Damn. I mean, it's not actually a dog, but still.
Well done.
Mate.
The Cylons let you go. The question is why? Ask yourself that.
Did they know that it was the Valkyrie that shot at him?
Could be.
Come here and learn the truth and seek revenge.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you did. You almost gave them what they wanted.
But how would they have found that out?
They probably knew at the time. They saw the missile coming from somewhere else.
True.
The toughest part of getting played is losing your dignity, feeling like you are not worth the oxygen you are sucking down.
Was he just giving him a gun?
You get used to it.
But just in case if he beats Sol up.
Okay.
Although Sol's in control here.
It's like a bottle that never runs dry. You can keep reaching for it over and over and over again.
So how do you put that bottle away, Sol?
That's the question.
I don't know.
Maybe speak to someone?
One day you just decide to get up and walk out of your room.
I mean, what a moment to actually come out of your room, right?
I mean, he meant that metaphorically, but yeah, that as well.
Yeah,
He actually
yeah.
is out of his room.
Your resignation.
Adama.
I see no other way around this situation. Maybe it's time, Laura.
Sit down, Bill.
Tell him off, Laura. In a nice way.
Did it ever occur to you that the Admiralty may have set you up to provoke a war they wanted?
Oh god, if that's true, that's messed up.
Yeah.
We did 1,000 things, good and bad, every day for 40 years to pave the way for those attacks. Instead of resigning, why don't you get up and walk out of here? Meet me on the port hangar deck tomorrow evening for the ceremony, and let me pin a frackin' medal to your chest.
Clever.
I can't.
It's not for you. It's for them. Stand up there, acknowledge your fleet, and give them what they need. A hero.
Title.
That'll be your penance, even if it kills you.
Well said, Laura.
It must be a hard pill to swallow, though, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
you've got to put on this
Face.
face.
And Bulldog, you're gonna be fine. Just remember, it'll take some time.
Oh, he's leaving.
I can't. Bill, I
Take it. You're not getting off that easy. Once a pilot, always a pilot, Bulldog.
He had the strength of an ox, man.
He was strong, innit? He's strong.
Time to be an XO again? And a friend?
I heard you want a medal.
Yeah. They give him up for anything these days. Playing well with others.
He's got a patch. They gave him an eye patch, finally.
You want to tell me what happened to Ellen?
Finally. Finally.
I could use a drink.
Me too.
Well done, Sol. And well done, Adama, for asking him. And that's the end of the episode. Thoughts?
That guy was built like an ox.
Who? Bulldog?
Bulldog. It's an interesting way to spin like a story of... I suppose we never really did ask... I mean, in the beginning episodes, we did ask ourselves, oh, why did they do it? You know, yada, yada, yada. But it's clever that they've gone that far back, like a year before they even did that, to be like, well, this could have provoked them. But then actually when Rosalind was talking, it was like, actually, yeah, maybe they did want a war and they wanted them to strike. Obviously, when you look at it now, it was like crazy. They killed pretty much everyone. But weirdly enough, by Adama taking the decision to shoot Bulldog down, even if it did cause the war, and then moving him to Galactica,
Yeah.
he still ended up coincidentally being at the forefront of the fight. even though he may have pulled the trigger in the first place. If we go down that route, then so it's coincidence, obviously, that he's here. But it's interesting how they started the story. It's like, oh, it's been 45 years, good service, and then obviously something comes back to haunt him to make us look at him in a different light. Soul in this was brilliant because it was like we haven't seen him in ages, and then it literally it's just like everyone's going to him. It's like, oh, I need advice on this. I need advice.
No,
on
we
this.
saw him in the last episode, didn't we?
I don't think we. No, I don't.
Did we not?
I don't think we've seen him since Adama had that conversation with him. I mean, it could be like 2 episodes. I don't know, but it just feels like we haven't seen him in a long time.
Probably been 1 episode we haven't seen him in, and we've seen him now. We have seen him quite because he's been crying about the fact that he doesn't want to be Bill's friend anymore, and yada yada yada. But yeah, I like this episode. We saw Adama being not so perfect. I mean, there's been plenty of moments where he hasn't been perfect as an admiral, but in a specifically pivotal moment in human history, which might not have been completely his fault. Although looking at Apollo's face, man, that guy was shattered. Like, my God, basically is brought back down to earth. Is just a mere mortal. Bulldog, I've seen that guy in something before. I can't remember what it is. I think he does voice work, a lot of voice work. I think he's in I think he plays like Martian Manhunter in like the Justice League cartoons and stuff like that. But yeah, that was some good acting from him because I couldn't tell where we were going with that. There's so many questions like, why was he running away from them, or how did he manage to get a ship, and
also
what happened?
Like, even figuring out to do that to a raider is not easy. It took these guys like ages to figure that out.
Well, it wasn't these guys. Starbuck took quite a while to get it. It was Starbuck who took
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
he just apparently just escaped and figured it out.
Then what happened in the past? Then why would they just let him go? Then initially I was thinking they brainwashed him, made him some sort of like different version of double agent, sleeper agent, whatever. But it turns out he was just holding on to something that didn't actually happen, and the Cylons knew it. But what's weird is they waited 3 years to let him loose on the Galactica. Do you know what I mean? You could have done that.
This is the thing.
Ago.
This is the one thing, and I don't think we missed anything there. But it's the one thing that I just don't understand. Like I said, the fact that he was able to, if he was in a cell for 3 years and he's not seen a raider, in a very short space of time, he was able to get in the raider, figure out that he can fly it, and then go.
Do you know what? Do you remember what would only make sense for this being the Cylons knew that? We're by the way making an assumption that the Cylons knew that the Valkyrie shot at him, and that's why they let him go on purpose, because they knew he'd go back and take revenge. The only way it would work is if they told him when they captured him and let him stew in his hate for 3 years.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Rather than thinking that Adama's a good guy and then letting someone on the Galactica tell him this is the real truth.
Yeah.
That seems like too many complicated steps to take.
It's too long of a time for it to pass.
Yeah,
like
but
3 years.
Yeah, but someone may not even tell him. They have to run the risk someone might not tell him the truth.
Yeah.
Go on. What?
No, the Diana thing, I was going to say, because she's the one that let him go initially, but it's like all the stuff that we saw from her on this episode is just like...
Yeah, we need to talk about that. That's
just like... I mean, I'm not saying... I mean, was he on the same ship as guys? We don't know. That's a wild, crazy
definitely not. But that's a completely different thing. Talk about Diana.
But yeah, I don't... What is she doing?
She's seeing glimpses of something that is going to happen, might happen.
But is it only when she dies and she's having those visions? Because when she woke up, she was just like, there's a. But it's what makes it to me, what makes it funny is that every time she's killing herself, or there's a version of her killing herself every time, in order to ascend to this vision or this thing. And it's like, how many times do you want to kill yourself?
As many times as that's what she's doing. As many times as possible, she's gonna kill herself until she gets the information she wants. She's just gonna regenerate anyway. But the joke is that she's telling the Centurion to do it as well, like execute
and then clear the log.
And clear the log, yeah.
But it's literally, it's funny. You go back to the same one, and he's like, "Fuck, not again! I'm done shooting you for the 100th time."
Can you imagine that?
Line you all
like,
up.
Oh god, this again! Oh god, she's so weird. I really hope she asks someone else. But yeah, that is interesting to note, because it's like we have, like when the show started, we had like prophecy stuff with Gaius and Head Six, and as this season has sort of started off, we've got Deanna doing having a lot of the visions and the prophecies and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting.
She's doing like the mythic work, isn't it? Like all the kind of the what ifs, like what else is out there, what, all that stuff.
All we got told by the Oracle is that she's going to hold the baby.
Which she did.
And I can't remember if
we don't even know what that baby is.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh my god, how
have we
not questioned that?
The baby's it's like, where is Hera? Yeah. This is what I don't. So this is. I mean, obviously, it's just a baby, so they're not really going to get any information out of the baby, or like they're probably
questioning the baby.
Tell us what you know.
Where's your mum?
Yeah, but it's literally like, obviously they're gonna keep her aside until she's obviously she grows up and whatever she's gonna become, kind of thing. So I'm sure we're gonna see that. But then it's like, yeah, this. I mean, God, even the things with Gaius, like he's just a plaything. I was like, I think when I was talking about it, I was like, he's like a pimp. He's just a plaything, but he seems to be enjoying himself a lot. I mean,
there wasn't much out of him in this episode. He was just sleeping around with. I mean, he's got it made. I can't really complain. Deanna and Head Six, but yeah, let's see if he is useful in the next episode, because I don't think they can get anything out of him, or he's useful for anything else. He can provide any information about anything else, maybe.
Do you know what? Someone said something in the comments about a previous episode about Gaius, and it's just stuck in my mind, and it kind of resonates a little bit, and it's like he's like a failed Amazon parcel. He's just living his life at the wrong house, and it's I was like, you know what, that is
that's genius.
That is brilliant.
That's genius. That's a genius comment. Comment.
I think that won the comments for Battlestar, but he's doing nothing. I don't know at the moment. It's just...
yeah. Let's see if he provides anything useful in the future. All in all, great episode. Good to see Adama in a different light. I didn't think he needed to, at the end, resign, all that over like dramatic.
Melodramatic. That's what I brought it. Was like, just sit down and
shut up. You're gonna take this medal. You're doing it for them.
But that is a good form of torture, because he feels he doesn't deserve it. So she's like, well, you're gonna get up there and you're gonna.
If you really want to take punishment, here's your punishment.
Yeah.
Just keep your job. But yeah, great episode. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of the episode and our reaction to it? But other than that, please like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.